Hello and welcome. It's been a while since I have uploaded the last video. I made a playlist of Google Map API which has 7 videos. In this video we are going to make an app which uses these concepts. You can watch these videos before watching this video. But it's okay if you want to directly watch this video, nothing to worry. For this app, I get inspiration from this website. So let me introduce what we are going to build in this video. This is the app. It's looking quite good with dark theme. In this app, you are given a street view of a famous place and you have to guess its location. To guess location, you can put a pin on map and click on marked button. You can take hint but only once. Based on the distance from correct position you have marked, you will get points. In one match you have to play 5 rounds, and after 5 rounds you can see summary of your game. So this is the idea for this app. Before moving forward, I would like to thank all of you for making more than 250 subscribers. Let's start to build our. Let's make a new project with empty view activity and give it a cool name. I got this name by asking ChatGPT. You should also try taking help from ChatGPT. For our home page we are going to use GIF. And to add GIF image view we are going to use external library. So for that let's add in dependency for it. First of all, I will get rid of this text view and add a GIF image view. Let's add source for this image view. I have added a GIF file in Drawable. I will give you these resource file. Link is in the description. Since we have added GIF, now we need to add these 3 buttons, but before that let's add some colors, we will use them later. I have added these 3 colors. Make sure to add it. Now I will just copy and paste 3 buttons from my old project. It is not visible clearly, so I will first change the background color. Now all buttons are visible. Let me show you one by one. For these buttons, I have used customized background. Let me show you the code. I will give you this file also. Let's visit the buttons one by one. And finally I have added a text view at the bottom. Now I want to change font style of this text. For that I will just open the attribute and add font family. I choose this font style. You have lot of options, you can choose as per yourself. Similarly, I will change the font style of these buttons also. And I will just copy and paste this font family to other buttons. One of our button become longer somehow. Let's fix it. UI for our home page is completed. Now it's time to test our app. Okay, our app is working fine. Let's customize our app theme. We have to change it for dark mode also. Now let's create activity for guest place. In this activity we are going to add street view, map and other map features, so to use Google Map we need API key. So let's go and get it. I have already a project which I used in previous videos. But for this video I am going to create new project. To create a project you may need a billing account. I have already added my billing account. Project is ready. Let's create credential to get API key. Now you have API key, copy it from here. You can edit or delete from here. Next thing we need to do is to enable Map SDK for Android. Let's do it. Map SDK for Android is enabled now. Now go to string resource file and paste the copied API key. Now we need to add some code in manifest file. Let's add in dependency for adding Google Maps to our project. Let's also enable view binding so that we can skip find view by ID. After this, we are ready to add street view to our project. But first, let's add on click listener to guess place button. Now it's time to build guess place activity. First, we need to add fragment container view for street view. And we need to add class for this fragment, which is street view panorama. Now let's add backend code to render street view. This async method gives us street view object, and now we need to specify location of our street view. For now, let's get latitude and longitude of Statue of Liberty. Now we are ready to test our app. We can see a street view near Statue of Liberty. I have no idea where my design has gone. Anyway, let's move forward. Next thing we are going to build is this floating action button which will open the map. For its background, let's create drawable vector image. Now let's create a layout which is constrained layout, which contains the map part. I want this layout above the floating button. To do that, we have to add its elevation more than that button. Let's add a fragment for map. Since it is a fragment, we need to specify its class. Since we have created a fragment, let's add map to it. Let's create a global variable for our Google Maps so that we can use it in other functions also. Now it's time to test our app. That's great. Now we have a map also, but it is above the street view. I want it to slide up and appear when I click on map button. So let's do it. First, I will place the map view layout below the screen and then slide it up. So let's create an object which has a method that will slide our map in upward direction. So let's create a method which slide up any view which we want. This method slide up a view equal to its height. Let us create another method which will slide down a view. Now let's set on click listener to the map button. It's time to check if it is working or not. And it is working. Next thing we have to add is a close button and a mark button inside map view layout. I will directly show you the code. So this is map close button which is currently not visible. And this is on mark button, and for its resource I am going to use two different images. Let's add on click listener to map close button. Now we are going to design this app for real part. Let's create a class which will handle all the activities related to map. Let's create setter for correct place as well as for selected place. Now let's create a method which will add a marker on map when we click on it. We need to remove the marker if we want to add it on different place. Now let's create a method which will add blue color marker on map. Similarly, we can create a method to add red marker. Let's create a method which will adjust the zoom level of map in such a way that it will show the two markers. We need a polyline which will join the 2 points. Now let's create an object of Google Map class which we created just now. Here comes the important part. From here we are going to take game to next stage. Now let's create a method which will handle the condition when we click on map to add a marker. After selecting a place, we cannot select another place. I think I forgetted something. Let's correct it first. Let's test our application. And it is working properly as we wanted. Now we are going to create a layout which will show the score. So let's create our scoreboard for a round. I will copy and paste the code for scoreboard layout. Some files are missing. Let's add one by one. First of all, let's create a dark gradient background. I have added the code for background. Next, I will add vector asset drawable of location pin. Now everything is set. Let me show you one by one what I have added. This scoreboard layout is above the screen. Let me first place it on screen. On top it has an image view. Below it there is text view. Then there is text view which show the score. Then there is progress bar which will represent the score. Then there is a text view which will show how far you have guessed. And finally we have a button for next round. Let's send this scoreboard layout on the top. Now let's add a function to Google Map class which will calculate the distance between 2 points on map. For that we will use distance between method of location class. In this method we need to pass latitude and longitude of the 2 points and a float array to get result. This distance is in meter, but I want it into miles and round it into integer. Let's create a method which display the score with animation. Let's create a method which will calculate the score according to distance between guessed place and actual place. By using max function, score returned is not negative and maximum value is 5000. Now it's time to test our progress. Scoreboard is not showing. This is because scoreboard is below the street view. We need to fix its elevation. Let's test our application once again. I think we fixed the problem. For this game, we need lots of street view of different famous places. So let's create an object of name constants which contain all the coordinates. Let's create a list which has all the lat-long values of famous places. I will simply paste all the coordinates which I have collected from Google Map. Have a look. Now let's create a method which will return a set of 5 places. Why set? Because it contains only unique values. Let's add functionality to the next round button. There will be 5 rounds in each game. For each round we need to change the street view. And we also need to close map as well as scoreboard. We have to remove all the markers and other things on the map. Let's create a method which will zoom on map at given position with specified zoom level. This zoom on map method is different from previous zoom on map method because here we are passing argument in it. This is called method overloading. This is default position and zoom level of map. And after 5 rounds we have to end the game. Let's create a method which will add score of each round. Now it's time to test our application. Now I want to add a hint button. It will be a floating action button. I will copy and make some changes with open map button. Let's create a function which will add circle around the given place. In one game we can take hint only one time. After taking a hint, button will be removed. Let's test if it is working or not. Very nice. Our app is working fine. Please like and subscribe my channel. Our next goal is to add this view which will show the total score and round. I will directly show you the code. There is a card view as a parent. Inside it we have to text view wrapped in linear layout. Now we are moving toward the end of this app. Let's create a data class which will contain all the details about a round. Let's make this data class parcelable so that we can send list of this data class from one activity to another activity. Let's create a function which will add data of each round. Time to create summary activity. I want to send list of place model and total score to the summary activity. Let's design the UI of summary activity. Half of this activity will be covered by map and half of it is covered by details of each round. Since we are using maps into different activities, we need to add to different processes to these activities. We can do this in manifest file. Now let's create lower part of summary. Let me show you the code directly. I have added lots of things here. Let me show you. At the bottom there are two buttons. Background of one button is missing. Let's create it. So this is a simple green background for button. Layout for recycler view is also missing. Let's create it. Let me add the code first, then I will show you. Nothing is visible, so I will just make the background dark. At the bottom I will add view as a line. Don't forget to remove the background. Finally, UI building is completed. Let's create adapter for the recycler view. At first we need a list which will be displayed in recycler view. Adapter part is completed. Let's move towards summary activity. Let's create a function which set the recycler view. We also need to add map to this activity. Now it's time to test our application. Everything is okay. Let's create a function which will sum up all the distances. Let's add all the markers on map with line joining them respectively. I think guess place activity is completed. Let's play it for last time. Finally, guess place is completed. For better experience, we need to change some settings of our app. We have to set portrait orientation to the app always. Well, other part of this game will be covered in other videos. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, then this is the time. See you in the next video.